Well, we put Zach through a workout today. Looked good, felt good. We're gonna see how the knee responds today and tomorrow, and we'll have an answer for everybody on Wednesday.
So there's a possibility he could play on Sunday, is what
Yeah,
you
possible.
is that surprising at all, Robert, given what the kind of initial prognosis was?
No, everyone heals differently. It's like I said, we'll see what happens tomorrow and all that stuff. But everyone has a different. It's a. I almost feel like some of the guidelines that are put on are they're guidelines, but everyone responds differently, I guess.
It is Monday, September 5th. Literally, this weekend, we will be at MetLife Stadium seeing the Jets go up against the Baltimore Ravens for the season opener. And right now, I couldn't be more excited. You couldn't be more excited. We get actual NFL football going live for us Thursday night. It's here. It's legitimately here. But with that said, as a New York Jets fan, we're tracking that we're potentially going to be seeing Joe Flacco out on the field against the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday. Or are we? New reports are saying that there's a chance Zach Wilson is going to be the one playing on Sunday. All right. Before we get ahead of ourselves, this is your New York Jets situation report debrief on whether or not Zach Wilson is playing on Sunday. And either way, I'm excited. Let's go. All right, here it is, guys. It's official. We are officially in the week of NFL football. Fantasy drafts are either done. I just finished my fourth one yesterday. Got two more to go on Wednesday. So I know officially the football season has begun. We saw some college football this past weekend, some crazy, crazy games. LSU versus Florida State amongst them, but that's a different conversation for a different day. Well, not on this channel, but on other channels. Nonetheless, football's back. Football's back. Today, we got word from one coach, Robert Saleh, that potentially, Zach Wilson is ready to go on Sunday. Zach Wilson today did a bit of practice drills. He wasn't out there in full practice, but he was out there in some practice drills, throwing the ball around, doing some drills, and apparently looking good, feeling good. More news kind of came out that Zach Wilson apparently was throwing the ball after practices the last week or so, right? So he's been out there already throwing the ball around, getting some mental reps, getting some physical reps out there. Not again in any kind of 11 on 11 drills or team drills, but just for him off the sidelines, kind of getting some prep work. So Coach Saleh said that there's a chance that Zach Wilson plays on Sunday and that we're going to know officially on Wednesday whether or not Zach Wilson is going to be playing. Listen, Zach Wilson's not playing on Sunday. There's no way. There's just no way. So the way a bone bruise works, and this is why I'm kind of concerned about it, right? So if it was just the torn, the partially torn meniscus that had to be repaired, there's a very good chance, yes, we see Zach Wilson out there. The biggest concern about this whole process is that a bone bruise usually takes anywhere from 1 to 2 months to heal up, and the only procedure or way for it to heal up is through rest, icing it down, pain pills to moderate the pain and whatnot, but it heals when it heals. Like you can't speed that thing along 1 to 2 months. So when we first heard 2 to 3 weeks in terms of Zach Wilson's comeback story, you know what I'm saying? I was a little bit shocked, but not opposed. I'm a Jets fan. I'm excited. I want to see the kid. Listen, I'm going to be there on Sunday. So I would love to see Zach Wilson play live on Sunday. I really would. But in all actuality, in terms of putting him out there before he's ready, that's my concern. And I don't believe that's going to happen. I think a lot of what we saw today in regards to what Coach Saleh said was more hyperbole than anything else. Maybe it's to go ahead and play some mind games with the Baltimore Ravens. I don't know. But there's just no way they're going to risk putting Zach Wilson out there this coming Sunday against against the Baltimore Ravens, man. Our offensive line is still gelling. We're hoping those guys are good to go by the time Sunday gets around. We know Baltimore has the potential to be a pretty good defense. Whether or not they're still up to that caliber remains to be seen. Although over the last several years, we've seen a gradual decline on the performance of the Baltimore Ravens defense. That's neither here nor there. I don't think we risk putting Zach Wilson out there. It just, to me, it doesn't make any sense. So even though it's great news to hear that Zach Wilson is progressing along very well, it puts us in the state of mind to where we know as Jets fans, at the very least, week 2, he should be good to go, right? If he's already throwing the ball, he's already taking some practice reps. Again, not with the team in terms of team drills, but he's putting in some work right now physically. I think that letting the man sit for week 1 is not a bad idea. A bone bruise is something that we don't want to re-aggravate. And when I say re-aggravate, we're talking about, let's say he gets out there, right, and takes a hit the wrong way, or he goes to cut some kind of way, and then like he just re-aggravates a particular bruise in his bone, the bone bruise. Like again, you're restarting the clock on how long it's supposed to take for a bone bruise to heal on its own. Because remember, there's nothing you can do, I can do, Zach can do to speed that process along. It's a matter of rest, and allowing the bone to go ahead and just heal itself, right? And so I think that that's where I'm a little bit cautious about wanting to put Zach out there, even if he's at 99.9% healthy. Now, you know Zach Wilson's going to want to play. It's up to the coaching staff and the medical staff to make sure they protect him against himself. And if we see Zach Wilson get hurt unnecessarily in week 1, we're talking about starting the clock all over again in terms of his ability to heal. Right? That 1 to 2 month window, boom, it just reset the entire clock. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. We're in good hands. We're in good hands with Joe Flacco. We're in good hands with Joe Flacco. And again, I'm going to reiterate this. I would love to see Zach Wilson play week 1. I have not seen that man play live yet. And it's going to happen. Sometime this year, I'm going to see Zach Wilson play live. Just a matter of when. I just don't think we need to push it along for it to be week 1. I think ultimately what's going to wind up happening is Joe Flacco starts week 1. Coach Saleh pretty much put that out there a little bit of a feeler to kind of give the Baltimore Ravens that mindset of having to prepare for different options at quarterback. But Wednesday we're going to hear that, you know what, Zach Wilson, although he's progressing well, they're going to go ahead and be cautious about it, and they're going to go ahead and wait until next week to go ahead and reevaluate him to start against the Cleveland Browns. Now, with that said, there was also some promising news today in terms of our captains. So we've got some captains, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I am very thoroughly impressed with the fact that the New York Jets did not go all in on naming 10 different captains, 9 captains, 6 captains, whatever the number is, right? They chose 3. One for offense, one for defense, one for special teams. And they didn't even choose. They didn't even choose. The team chose their 3 captains. All right. Our New York Jets captains currently are on special teams. They got Hardy. Hardy is going to be the special teams captain. I get it. Special teams. Who else could be the potential option? I really am kind of like mid when it comes to Justin Hardy, so it is what it is. But in terms of our defense, our boy CJ Mosley is taking that captaincy. He's going to be able to wear that captaincy on his chest, deservingly so. This is a general of our defense. This is the heart of our defense. This guy has the intellectual IQ to be a coach on the field and perform as a player as well. So I was really excited to see that, you know, CJ Mosley has earned the captaincy by that of his teammates. And then on offense, one, Zach Capono Wilson is a New York Jets captain. All right, so he is our offensive captain. Zach Wilson was voted on by his teammates to go ahead and earn or wear that letter C throughout the season. A lot of individuals come out and they're like, man, you know, it should have been Laken Tomlinson, you know what I'm saying? And maybe even a Dwayne Brown, Elijah Vera Tucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though Michael Carter was big on a lot of people's list of being a team captain. And there's no argument to be made. Those guys are quality individuals. I would argue to say Elijah Moore, you know what I'm saying? Corey Davis. Like, these are guys with, I don't know, who showed us more last year, right? And that's uplifting. But the team chose their captains, and they chose Zach Wilson, which means they believe not only in his upside and his ability, but they also believe in him as a leader of men. So it's good to see that our quarterback is valued that much by the offensive side of the ball, defensive side of the ball, the team in general, because he's able to go ahead and earn that C. He gets to wear it proudly throughout the year. And with what he did in the offseason in terms of traveling to go ahead and make things work with like the other players, his wide receivers, his tight ends, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Zach Wilson put in the work this offseason. You know, he had the unfortunate injury in the first preseason game. We don't know what we're getting because the last thing we can all see is the injury. And then before that, all we can see is the interception that he threw. But again, throughout what we saw the back end of last year, going into the training camp, it looked like he had transitioned and taken a step forward in his development. And so the team recognizes that, and they made Zach Wilson a team captain. So our captains are Zach Wilson, CJ Mosley, and of course Hardy. in terms of offense, defense, and special teams. So not a lot of news to talk about today. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to make sure I shared that with you guys and give you guys the update. Happy Labor Day. Is that Happy Labor Day? I don't know if it's happy, but I hope you guys are having a good Labor Day, and you guys are staying safe and you're doing great things. Again, I want to invite you guys to go ahead and follow me on my live stream starting next week, August 13th at 8 p.m. Central Time. Taco Tuesdays with Gunny is going to be going live next week. I've been learning and adjusting how to go ahead and make sure this is a quality product for you guys. I just did a practice run over the weekend for our New York Jets Situational Report fantasy football draft, where we did go live on that, and we had some technical difficulties. That's real. We did. But I spent the remainder of the evening last night trying to figure out how to fix it, and I think I fixed it. So I'm excited to go ahead and kick off Taco Tuesdays with Gunny starting next week. And yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. The New York Jets play this weekend. We get national football is back. The NFL is back. Like, it's legitimately back. We get to watch football on Thursday. We get to watch football on Sunday, Monday, and then we don't have to worry about no football again until February, because this is the best time of year if you're a football, or actually if you're a sports fan, this is the best time of year. So, yeah, go Jets. Go Jets. Let's go. Looking forward to meeting a lot of you individuals this coming weekend. I got plans for lunch, dinner already when I'm out there in New York, New Jersey. And then I'm gonna be tailgating with my boy Nick. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Like, man, it's gonna be a good weekend. It's gonna be a really good weekend. And it's gonna be topped off with a wonderful W against the Baltimore Ravens. So I can't wait to see you guys out there. And if you're not going to be out there, follow my channel, like and subscribe. I've got a whole weekend experience of what it was like on opening day being going to be done and edited and taped by yours truly to post on the channel. I think it'll be a good time to share with you guys what some of y'all might miss by not being there. But that being said, go Jets. Football is back. And yeah, this has been your New York Jets Situation Report debrief on our boy Zach Wilson and whether or not he will play this Sunday. Odds are he doesn't. All right. Till next time.
Able to work out today is a good sign that he is progressing. But just to give you some details, Mike, on where this stands and why I would describe it as more of an outside chance that Zach Wilson is able to start. As of right now, 21 days since the knee surgery, it was a meniscus trim, but that was not all. If it was just a meniscus trim, you think he probably would be okay to start 4 weeks or so from game time between game and the surgery. That would be doable. It's really the bone bruise that was probably more problematic here, because he wasn't able to do anything. It was just rest and rehab to deal with the bone bruise, to let that heal. It wasn't just the surgery. A complicated injury. He has a chance. I'm not saying that Robert Saleh is wrong. He does, in fact, have a chance, but probably more of an outside chance. I think that's likely. Maybe at this point you'll see Joe Flacco, but we'll wait for Wednesday when they make an official announcement, Mike.